we are spawning into Overgrowth here on the losers match. It is going to be this player who is spawning in the top right corner representing Team Rockat, the red Zerg player. It is HyuN.
And today he is going to be facing off against the pink Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner. Representing Team Acer, it is Scarlett. I've always kind of thought Scarlett should play in red, but she always plays in pink.
Right, like, seriously. That's what I'm thinking, too. But no, she just likes the pink. I guess it's a very light variation of Scarlett.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Red would be a much fitting color for her.
Yeah, at least, it makes sense with her name, at least, but I guess
it's like
she
the Korean Terran yellow just playing in, like, purple or something, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe you should, I don't know, send her a tweet or something. Be like, you know, I had this idea here, and I don't know if you've ever thought about it before, but
I'm sure she's been told before, but maybe worth mentioning to her anyway.
Maybe everybody that's ever thought about doing it said the same thing, and no one's ever tweeted her.
Maybe. Yeah, happens quite a lot. There aren't that many other players whose names are colors, are there?
Not really. It's Violet, I guess. Is
That's true. Yeah.
I don't think there's any really others that are like that.
Huh.
I've kind of just
all start a clan.
Like Stefano, that's a color, right? I mean, I just think pink as well when I think of that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, he plays in pink, but he paints the town red, so
pretty much. But you know, we got these two players, right? A ZVZ once, again, not necessarily HyuN versus Jaedong, but HyuN versus Scarlett, and he's going up against, well, I guess I just said it, like HyuN versus Scarlett. HyuN is going up against Scarlett. Played against Jaedong earlier today, and fell, doing some kind of roach style that he did favor, and just kind of lost it out in the last, like, just by the hairs of his chinny chin chin, I guess. But, you know, we got ourselves a little matchup here. He's a little bit warmed up in the matchup, but Scarlett has been coming off of a ZVT, so has to kind of get her head realigned in order to deal with this matchup, which can be a lot different, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think ZVZ is much more, the momentum swings a lot more suddenly.
Yeah.
In ZVZ, or ZVT, you can quite often see, like, oh, there's the push coming, and he slowly gets closer and closer to your fourth base and chips away at it. But in ZVZ, it's generally just like, oh, that's more units than I thought you had.
Yeah, and we saw HyuN get really aggressive in his games as well. Getting that very... He would open gas. Whoa! Saving that drone. The jukes. Uh-oh, but Scarlett going in for the kill. And she might get it.
She wants it. She's not going to get it. Nice save by HyuN.
Very nice control.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
I guess... Yeah, I was just wondering why Scarlett didn't send those lings up into the main to scout what HyuN was doing, but she actually sent in the Overlord to scout it instead, so she didn't need the lings in the end.
Yeah, so she knows exactly the gas and knows the spawning pool is up as well. And then, of course, seeing the hatchery too, so she'll go ahead and drop down that Baneling nest of her own. As HyuN does the same thing, but he's droning up while Scarlett is making a lot of lings at the moment. Nope, just a few. Probably to make banelings, like safety banelings, in case HyuN does get aggressive. But she's moving out onto the map with them, actually. So, I don't know. I would like to see what she does with these lings here.
I think maybe she's just making sure that there weren't any Banes morphing in that sort of that area just by the destructive library, because if I was going to go for a Ling Bane attack, or big spell, that's when I would morph lings. But, of course, she knows there aren't any lings out on the map, because she's got her Overlord spread. That's one of the nice things about ZVZ is... as soon as you realize, hey, actually, lings, banes, roaches, none of them shoot up. You can just spread your overlords all over the place, and you have, like, total vision over everything.
And it's so important to have vision, especially just like you see here, as these lings are leaving out of HyuN's base. A lot of lings are coming out, but also Scarlett making a lot of lings of her own. But she's going to go ahead and take a very bold third, despite all of this coming out. HyuN is looking to get quite aggressive.
Wow, HyuN actually got some banelings into Scarlett's main. 4 lings, they're morphing into banelings.
Alright. They got spotted though.
Yeah, Scarlett spotted them and took them out without too much trouble. But now HyuN's got a lot of Lings running towards Scarlet ramp, and he's morphing up some Banes, and Scarlet's going to have to run back. A Spine Crawler going up. It's going to give Scarlet a good opportunity to trade relatively cost efficiently against superior numbers, but now that Scarlet's Banes have finished up, she can get the hits on...
Oh! The micro. HyuN splitting a lot of his Banelings. Oh, a big hit, though. I don't know if he exploded those there. Scarlett just got a great hit, but that's a lot less Banelings that HyuN does have, but all he needs is one good Baneling hit. Oh, gonna get two of Scarlett's Banelings there. Also, one of her queens are getting surrounded, but it will survive. Oh, gotta be careful, Scarlett! No! Gonna lose a lot of Lings here, and HyuN is looking pretty good at this moment in time. Loving that hit that he just got. But Scarlett's still in this.
Not too bad, but Scarlett's queen this far forward means it can get so much damage on these Banes. So only a couple of them make it to the mineral line, and one of them made it, softened up some of these drones that are going to be followed up on by these Zerglings from HyuN. But now Scarlett's got her own Banes there, and she's got her Lings coming in, so she's going to hold this off without too much trouble. But another wave comes in. No.
Yeah, I think she's held it for now. But HyuN falling back, droning up, and also getting his lair up, making two safety spines because he does not want to die to a counterattack, as he does tech up and drone. They're on relatively even drones, 35 to 38 in HyuN's favor just a little bit, but HyuN has a tech advantage, and he's going to be going straight for that. But we see that Scarlett is going to be over here with her third up already.
Yeah, and that's going to be really big because obviously as Zerg, the third isn't just that econ advantage, it gives you the production as well because that third hatch, and he gets cancelled on Spine Crawler, but nothing, that doesn't really matter too much. Oh, there's a lot of Banelings here.
Oh my god, HyuN. He just does not want to let off here. He's just getting his third, but he's going to go for another attack, hoping to catch Scarlett off guard. And he's moving him in two at a time, which is very smart, but you got to be careful about that. Losing a lot of Lings, Scarlett is, but damn, all of the Banelings of HyuN are down. And,
yeah, and that was a fantastic Spine Crawler by Scarlett. One hit by a Spine Crawler and one hit by a Queen. Kills a Baneling. So that's ideally what you want to be trying to focus down. You focus like one Queen on and the Spine Crawler on the Baneling, and then they just die so quickly, waddling past those spines. But the Spine Crawler at the natural is down now, and Scarlett's Baneling is actually taking quite a bit of damage from the Banes.
It has, yeah. It's at about a quarter HP.
Yeah, but he's going to be running out of steam pretty soon. Still, actually, no, he's got a decent number of workers, but still, Scarlett should be able to produce a lot more. And with the roaches coming in, they're going to be a lot tankier and keep those Lings in position, punish them for running in, punish them for running away just that little bit, and run away they have to in the face of these Banelings.
And look at the supply lead here from Scarlett, 94 to the 59, and she's making 13 drones off of this. So, you know, she is down in tech. HyuN is going for a Spire, which is kind of, I guess, explains why he's down in supply. But Scarlett already has the third up. You usually go for Spire in, like, order to deal a lot of pressure while the third is going up of your opponent. But if Scarlett doesn't realize this is happening, she could lose a lot of drones because she doesn't have any Spore Crawlers. She has nothing that can shoot up. She's only up to, well, 4 Queens is decent, but I don't know. Is it going to fare well against 8 meters that are coming out of here from HyuN?
Yeah, she's going to realize pretty quickly because she does have this Overlord going in. It's not going to scout the Spire, but the Muclis is going to pop right underneath its nose. So, yeah, see, if she's paying attention, she sees those Muclis, and I don't know. She's not reacting to it. Yeah, there we go. There's some Spore Crawlers. I guess she saw it.
Yeah.
She sees it now anyway.
Yep, and she's going to go ahead and drop a lot of those Spore Crawlers down, and as long as she holds on, 9 Spore Crawlers, oh my god. Yeah, she's not taking this lightly at all. She does not want to lose anything here. And, you know, she's very ahead. 74 drones to 50 of HyuN, getting her road speed. +2 is already on the way. The Hydralisk Den is also going to be her answer to deal with the mutas in the long run, but damn, that's a lot of Spore Crawlers and a lot of mutas that are potentially going down.
Yeah, and those Spore Crawlers just chunk mutas. We saw how they did against Overlords earlier on, and they're even better against mutas.
Yep.
So,
but mutas are better than Overlords, so what is the best? Is it like a triangle of love here, and the Zerg love triangle?
I guess so, and I think it's more of a hatred triangle because they're all trying to kill each other. Apart from the Overlord, who just wants to be left alone.
You don't even,
poop on everything.
Just want to be alive and chill.
HyuN's going to keep Scarlet Creek spread a little bit under control. But still, these Mucus really haven't been able to do that much. And oh my god, the queens. Scarlett
Yeah,
has how many
so
queens
many.
now? 10 queens right now.
Yep. Doubled up her queen.
You know what
count,
she could do?
even
She
more.
could just actually forgo Mucilisks pretty much altogether. Oh, sorry, not Mucilisks, Hybelisks. And
And just go for
a
queens,
little,
yeah.
little
Oh,
Ling
big
buff,
run
like,
by
yeah,
the main here.
yeah, but not doing that much. Kills off the queen, but Scarlett has them and to spare. But yeah, she
I agree
could
with you.
slow push across the map gradually with these queens.
Roach
And-
Queen Infestor is amazing.
Yeah, Roach Queen Fester, just waddle them across the map. The Mucilists aren't going to be able to compete with the queens. You get a lot of extra power with your roaches from the transfuse. A few Hydralists are going to come out though, because why not?
Yeah.
Wow, if that infested fungal there, all these Mucilists would have died.
Well, I think Scarlett is in a nice spot. She held on. She's at that drone lead that she wants to be at. Didn't lose anything really to the counterattack, or even just that potential pressure from HyuN. And she has the tech advantage. Roach, Hydra, and Fester against just the pure Roach force of HyuN. Well, Roach Muta, Bane, I guess, but it's really not a lot of Banes. It's 6 Banes, and they don't have speed. But he's going to go on anyway. Oh my god. Big fungal on the Roaches, and he's just going to try to brute force his way up, but I don't think he's going to be very successful there. Scarlett has a lot of units here.
Yeah, and queens outrange roaches as well. So when they're fungal, GG.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in game number 2 of this losers match between these two players, spawning in the top left, representing Team Rocket. It is the Red Zerg player, HyuN.
And his opponent right now, up 1-0 and needing to win this. If she wins this, she'll advance on to get her rematch against Kelazur.
Yep.
It's the Pink Zerg representing Acer and Canada. It is Scarlett. And yeah, if HyuN loses this, he's out of the tournament
He's out completely, yeah.
in the round of 32.
Yeah, that'd be actually a really big surprise to me to see HyuN out this early.
Yeah, I mean, how deep do you make him BlizzCon? He was in the round of, he's in the round of 16, the round of 8 at least.
He got to the round of 16, I know. I think, well, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. But he made it pretty far.
Yeah, he did pretty well. And
I could cheat in Wikipedia it, but I don't know.
you mean just think about it a little bit and know off the top of your
I
head?
mean, yeah, what I meant to say. Yeah, he has a little bit of a profile thing here on Team Liquid for the road to BlizzCon, so he must have made it to at least the round of 16.
We've missed a really early pool by HyuN, and all that talking about how deep he made it at BlizzCon, and actually this is going to be a perfect timing because King Shijong, despite the fact that it's quite long, is a good map to do these kind of rushes on because you can actually completely avoid the overlords. Unfortunately, HyuN is going to go under this one, so Scarlett has some idea it's coming, but still, this is later than she'd like to know this, especially given that she's gone for a hatch first.
Yeah.
The gas following this up, HyuN's just 10 pool Bane straight all the way home.
Yeah, and he's going to avoid that hatchery. There is no concern to him. He is going in trying to get a bit of the mining time loss from Scarlett. The main thing here is just to get that mining time loss. Oh, he's going to go for the spine crawler, though. He does see it. Is he going to be able to get it, though? He's going to just target it and cancel it. And
Nice.
the time that he's buying is so crucial because he's going to come in with at least 2 Banelings. And all you need to do is get 1 good Baneling hit on those drones or get a good Baneling hit on the Lings.
Oh!
Oh, my God. And
That's the one he needed.
yeah, that's pretty damn good here already. Scarlett does have the 2 hatcheries though, but she did lose a lot of drones. She's only down to 6.
Yeah, HyuN taking a drone advantage here, and the aggression's not over either. Their army supplies are still about the same, but HyuN has that tech advantage in the form of the Banelings, and 2 of them are gonna rock up, waddle in here, and that means Scarlett just has to retreat. She can't stay and fight with the threat of those Banelings getting a bit too close.
There's 4 Banelings here too, so this is going to be incredibly difficult. She does have the spine crawler, but it's in a position that once they are already in the mineral line, then it's going to start doing the damage. So, yeah, she's going to try to move it here. Very smart move. But HyuN is trying to just make sure that he doesn't put it on. Oh, getting the larva. Really smart move.
I mean, yeah, I think he actually just wasn't controlling them because the lava's not too much of a concern right now. The Econ's more what's holding Scarlett back. But Yeah, it's still 3 lava
She's gonna
saved up
use
there.
this hatchery. Yeah, the hatchery is gonna go down, and down it goes. HyuN has 3 banelings and even has 18 links to the 8 of Scarlett. Scarlett does have the spine crawler. And this is it, her lifeline is it. Oh, another big hit. And Scarlett, yeah, that is not a good position to be in. Losing the hatchery, which is usually the only thing that you can say you have to your name, in that situation is gone.
Yeah, as well as the drone advantage, which is the other thing you look for, going like, yeah, I've got this, when you're holding this kind of push off. Now, HyuN had double the drones of Scarlett. He's been fantastically successful. He's got a tech advantage. His speed is going to be so much faster. Scarlett still isn't even mining gas, doesn't even have an extractor. And yeah, HyuN's just looking in a fantastic position to transition out of this. He's going to try and trade these units he's still got for as much damage as he can. Yeah. And he could still just win the game with these units without having to go into transition with these two banelings, get another fantastic hit.
Go for it. Yeah. Gonna try to control those banelings. They are just gonna kill the queen. Well, kind of weird control. Yeah, kind of a whiff actually. HyuN maybe getting a little bit over ambitious there. 2 queens are gonna be able to ward away these lings. And Scarlett, she holds. She's down by 5, but that could have ended the game.
Yeah, it was pretty close. She pulled her drones in very timely fashion and didn't lose any of either the queens either. And queens are so good at holding any kind of early aggression. They're such a powerful early game unit, and oddly really powerful in the late game when air becomes a bit more prevalent and transfuse just means ultras never die. Yeah. And Scarlett's gonna push her way across the map. Now it's HyuN's turn to be on the back foot, be on the defensive, but he's got speed. Yeah, he has speed. He has the map control, the tech advantage, and the drone lead. So Scarlett may not know how many drones that HyuN has, or even that. Yeah, he doesn't know that. Looks like Scarlett doesn't know that HyuN is taking a natural, and she's gonna try to get something done here. But with speed lings, those lings are short-lived here. So yeah, if she can get the cancel, that'd be nice. Fight, but the speeders can just run in, harass, and do exactly what they're doing right now. Oh, no cancel! Oh, no cancel though. Oh my god. Scarlett, that's actually really big. Getting that 300 minerals, why not? At this point in the game, it's so crucial to get any advantage you can, especially being so far behind. So. Yeah, definitely, and it's a good way to start your way back in the game. However, HyuN, morphing 2 banelings outside Scarlett's natural again. This time he's got speed. Scarlett's holding on the ramp. She's got her spine crawler up. She's got 2 queens on the ramp. There shouldn't be any trouble for Scarlett to ward this push off. And that spine crawler will cover the whole hatchery as well, so she won't even be able to get, or HyuN won't even be able to get a cancel on that. So that's something. Well, that's quite a bit here. It's looking pretty scary here for Scarlett if she did expect a lot of links, but she has a lot of energy on her queens to transfuse. Spine crawler there as well as a hatchery. I think she's gonna be all right for now. HyuN is just gonna chill out. I can't believe it though. They are on about even drones after all that. I actually thought HyuN was so far ahead, but losing that 300 minerals was pretty big. So I think Scarlett has got herself back into this game, even though she doesn't have any gas mined. She just has to hold on to her, not even economic lead, just her, I don't even know what to call it here, just her defensive posture, I guess. Oh, big surround on that queen. No. That's got a lot of transfuse energy, but so do the other queens, so they're going to keep that alive for as long as they can. And is there one more transfuse? Right, it doesn't even matter. All the links are dead now. Yeah. Boom. Pretty efficient. Pretty efficient, I would say so myself. And Scarlett is actually taking the drone lead here, but HyuN is not looking to take that drone lead at all. You know why? Because he's making a lot of lings right now. There are a lot of lings coming out of here. He's staying on 19 drones, tricking Scarlett into thinking that they want to go to the macro game, but he's just going to try to kill her right now with a lot of lings. And he has a lot of gas too, so I wouldn't be surprised if he morphed a ton of banelings. And I'm saying so many banelings. Yep. How many banelings is that he can morph? He can morph like 20 banelings with this much gas? A little bit more? Quite a bit. he's got 34 links. He could morph possibly too many banelings, but too many banelings, yeah. But what's too many banelings when you're trying to kill your opponent in this fashion, especially with the queens on the map trying to take away these overlords? HyuN is gonna get supply blocked here, but he is exposed. I mean, yeah. Well, Scarlett's queens are exposed though. Yeah, they are a little bit, and are taking the long way around as well to avoid the overlords. Very nice, but the banelings are gonna waddle past. I don't know if that tip Scarlett off at all. Oh, this tips Scarlett off.
Yep. Look at this wall trying to come up from Scarlett.
Yep, but you know what? I reckon like it takes about 10 banelings, a little bit less than 10 banelings to bust through an Evo chamber. 9 banelings maybe, and 26 banelings, 28 banelings even.
Yeah, that's a lot of
banelings.
banelings.
I reckon that'll do it.
I don't think any wall here can actually withstand the force of 26 banelings busting down. Yeah, this is going to be so many. HyuN is going for the kill. Kaboom, baby! Not even being a Marauder at or a Terran at that. Gonna go right in with all of these banelings, and now Scarlett's GG's. Little too much for her to deal with.
Hey everyone. Welcome to Game 3 between our two Zerg players here, of course. This is match point for them. Everything to play for. It is pink Zerg spawning down the bottom right of Catalina. From Team Acer, Scarlett. And she is going to be going up against this red Zerg in the top spawn. Representing Rocket, HyuN. And the loser of this match will be eliminated entirely from the ASL. So we will today, right now, be seeing one of these two big top-name players, top-tier Zerg players, fall by the wayside to let the other continue on their path. And yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. This is, of course, only Group A, and already we're going to see a top-tier player not make it out. So both players, of course, went for a 15 hats, and it looks like HyuN is going to put his gas down first here, or before his pool, and whereas Scarlett actually goes for the pool before her gas. And this means that whatever HyuN decides to spend that gas on, be it a really fast Baneling Nest or more likely Zergling speed, it's just going to come out just that little bit faster than whatever Scarlett goes for. So that can be, it's a pretty nice small advantage there. A bit more important than actually getting the spawning pool down first, because what Scarlett's going for is a bit safer against any aggression coming out of HyuN, but HyuN isn't going to be putting on any aggression for a little while, at least not until his gas has paid off. So yeah, looks like HyuN ekes out the tiniest of advantages here. Of course, though, Scarlett, again, her gas just that tiny bit later gives her a bit more economy, so she can afford, she just can afford a bit more, and she is getting that Overlord up along with the Queens, whereas HyuN starts off his speed, which is going to be actually barely faster than Scarlett's. It's there's a 7-second difference, which could make a difference, and Scarlett notices an Overlord, and HyuN's Overlord has it's drifted in and scouted Scarlett's base. I think it got a gas timing. HyuN actually didn't send it far enough in to get a gas timing, but Scarlett's going to chase this Overlord down here. I don't think she's quite going to get it, but yeah, she actually went right for it. She didn't even wait for an inject first, so it'll be a bit of a loss to Scarlett actually if she doesn't get this Overlord. One more. No, she can't get it. Oh, she's not happy about that. But either way, she's going to come back in. Although, with that Queen being so far away, so far off creep, it allows HyuN's Lings to come in. They should be able to get at least one drone kill here. And yeah, they find the drone, and they're going to focus that down. Does just about get it. And of course, HyuN gets all the scouting information he needs. He sees everything that's going on inside the main. One gas, sees how much gas was mined out of it. And obviously this is, prompted him to go for some kind of aggression, because a lot of Lings are being made right now for HyuN. Just 4 moving out across the map now, and 24 more in production. And Scarlett actually immediately sees the aggression coming on the way. Pardon me, and plops down a few spine crawlers. She should be able to hold if she can get a block off on her ramp with the Queens. But it'll be a bit tough. Ooh, Unburrowing Spine is going to leave a bit of an open window for HyuN, but it looks like he's waiting for his Banelings to morph in before actually going up the ramp, which is, a pretty good move in general. And Banelings move up here, but a couple of them are going to get focused down by the Spine Crawler. So that's already being a really useful asset for Scarlett, and the 2 Queens block off the ramp, stepping forwards a little bit aggressively there. But one of the Spine Crawlers go down, the other one gets transfused. and there's still one spine crawler remaining, 2 more in production. The banelings are going to go spine crawl. They're not. They're going straight into the middle line. One of them gets a decent hit off, and another one actually manages to finish off some of those drones. But with no more reinforcements coming from HyuN, the aggression is over for now. And as the dust settles at the end of it all, Scarlett lost 6 drones from that, and HyuN lost 20 Zerglings. So he slowed his opponent down, but Scarlett is by no means out of it, and that was a pretty heavy commitment by HyuN. Although at the start of it, HyuN had a few more drones than Scarlett, and at the end of it, he's got even more. HyuN now sitting at 40 drones to Scarlett's 29. 11 drone lead puts Scarlett fairly far behind in this, but they are, of course, they're actually going for asymmetrical techs here, with HyuN throwing down his Roach Warren, and Scarlett, her Spy has just started, so there's definitely the possibility for Scarlett to come back in this. If Scarlett had gone for Roaches, it would have been very difficult to catch up with the econ of HyuN, because Roach versus Roach very often turns into sort of economy wars where you have both players just smashing minerals and gas in the form of roaches into each other until one person breaks the other. Whereas with something asymmetric like Mutalisks versus Roaches, it's much easier for one player to use their superior skill in one area, or their superior ability of Mutalisk, say their ability to eke out a bit of an advantage over Roaches. So I think this is a great choice by Scarlett. And I'm just wondering how heavily she'll commit to Mutalisk. It looks like, luckily for her actually as well, HyuN is getting a third rather than going for a big 2-base Roach all in, because if there was a big 2-base Roach push coming out of HyuN, Scarlett wouldn't really have been able to do that much about it, because Mutalisks, especially when they're just spawning or before they spawned, don't do so hot against Roaches. Obviously they fight them, but they're not so good at just stopping them killing a base. And HyuN is moving in again, actually, with a few more banelings, but Scarlett's got enough lings to rebuff her and send her back. A couple overlords as well, scouting around. One of them did spot and confirm the Spire, so HyuN is going to just get his spore crawlers up, and some Lingbane Micro, actually really nice by Scarlett, sending her one baneling in after all her lings had just nibbled away at HyuN's Bane. So that one Bane killed off all 3 of the opponent's Banes. And now HyuN is trying to secure his third base, getting a Spore Crawler down there. The 3 Queens in production are a really nice addition as well. Obviously, he doesn't actually have any access to anti-air units that aren't Queens. So Queens are going to be his only choice here, and Queens are still a really good choice. Queen Duelisk, some of them name them. Oh, Scarlett slightly stopping Mute Control, just flying over Spore Crawler for a second. Will lose her Mutalisk, but now HyuN's got a pretty good defensive position. It's going to be difficult to break this, at least, or it's going to be nigh on impossible to break this with just Mutalisks. But I don't think Scarlett's going to stay on Mutalisks for all that long. She has got an infestation pick coming down, and I don't know. I reckon it could be for infestors, could be for Hive, possibly. It could see some Hive tech. Having the Spire down, of course, naturally transitions into Broodlords, and whatever HyuN's answer is likely to be to these Mutalisks. Oh, hold on a minute. Little engagement with this. Ling's coming in to add their DPS onto the mix, while the Mutalisks sit in the back just poking down a lot of the Queens. And with the Roaches a little out of position there, Scarlett manages to knock her opponent's Queen count down really, really heavily. Which is great, because HyuN needs those Queens to actually ever be able to move out on the map. If he moves out with just his Roaches, Scarlett will know about it immediately and will be able to focus down the Roaches or harass them as they move across the map. But yeah, it looks like it is the Hive, which is a great decision. With the +1 attack as well, the upgrade from Mutalisk will carry over to Broodlords if Scarlett chooses to go for that. And it's likely that she will, because the Ultralisks don't do so well against Roaches, and Vipers don't really have much to replace with anything Scarlett's got. So yeah, Broodlords as well. If the Zerg answer to Broodlords is, of course, Corruptors, because with their bonus damage to massive, they can quite easily kill focus Broodlords down. Whereas the answer to Mutalisks, you don't see Mutalisk and go Corruptors. Corruptors counter Mutalisks pretty well, but you don't go, well, I'm going to go for Mutalisks, because the Mutalisk player will still just outrun you. A lot of the Queens is the answer that HyuN's used for the Mutalisks, and Queens are never going to be able to touch Broodlords, really. just because they're too slow. The Broodlings make a bit of a wall, and the Mutalisks dance in, focus down one of the queens, and move away just before losing Mutalisk. So really nice play there. And Scarlett can now use the high ground to poke in and focus down queens one by one. See she's doing now. And actually, she's going to kill more than one by one there. Kills 2 or 3 queens for starting to harass the Roach Ross as it moves in. And with every volley, a Roach dies, and that's great for Scarlett. She's actually got a fairly scary Mutalisk count now, enough to start being able to threaten the Roaches and defend against them pretty well. And just hovering over them, doing their damage. The Great Spire is starting to get towards the finish. I was going to say I wouldn't be surprised to see any Corruptors starting pretty soon, and there they are. But HyuN's now moved up his Spore Crawlers. They are trying to defend against these Mutalisks, but when the Broodlords do come in, they'll be able to defend really, really well against the Roach Push, the Queens, and Scarlet. That will free up Scarlet's Mutalisks to be able to actually go across the map and start trying to find some damage on HyuN. HyuN's third base is completely undefended against Mutalisks. His main, there's lots and lots of space to kill off the Extractor, the spawning pool, and at the natural. Similarly, at least one of the Extractors can go down, the Roach ones as well. And Scarlet's now got a pretty scary Mutalisk force to be able to do this. 23 Mutalisks. Things are not looking so hot for HyuN, and the Mutalisks are actually moving up here. Just moving towards the Roach Horse. It looks like they've been focused on a few Overseers, but now engaging the Queens, and the Transfusers just are not quite there for HyuN. Scarlett, I think, is just, there's too many Mutalisks. They're one-shotting the Queens, and there's no time for Transfusers there. HyuN, Mutalisks are pretty strong, and actually GG will tap out. That leaves HyuN out of the league, and Scarlett will advance onwards to the round of 16.